it up there, little cats. Come on into the Cat and Tree studio. Together, let's set foot in the mind of an adult. Are you ready to hop in?
Sitting up here in this tree, you have me, Jayu.
And me, Bora.
Quick reminder, little cats, topics discussed in this podcast are simply opinions and suggestions of the host, hoping for it to help others.
Hey, yo, what's up, little cats? It's us again, and it's now episode 6. We're going to be talking about something today, but it wouldn't be just me and Jayu, right?
Of course, yes. It's something new today.
Yes. And how do we know this person again?
I'm not sure either.
Oh, you're not. the question, the question is, why did we invite this person?
Actually, we just bumped into each other outside, and then I just asked him, like, do you want to be in our podcast or
Yeah.
what?
Are you single? Anyway. All right, Jayu, can you please introduce our wonderful and, our prestigious, guest
Wow.
right now? Yep.
Okay, so our guest for tonight is actually someone that we know and someone we've mentioned before on our podcast. So, yeah, please introduce yourself. Come on.
Well, that ain't my job. If y'all are lazy, I mean, hi everyone. My name is Henry, and as they said, they've talked about me in previous podcasts. I don't know if they're backstabbing me or anything, but hi, I'm their friend. Yes,
Well, yeah, a
yeah.
little bit though. Oh, just kidding. just a just a brief backgrounder, Henry. We just messaged him now.
Yes, I was caught off
Yes.
guard in the middle of my REM cycle.
And we just
Everyone.
asked him. Oh my gosh.
It's okay.
We're very
Apology
sorry.
accepted, but
we
I
want to
expect something in
apologize.
return.
Thank you.
A friendship. No, I need something
Our
Oh
monetary.
my
friendship.
gosh. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Huh?
That is all we can offer.
Yes. Anyway, we're gonna be talking about, of course, what we call the visitor. Jayu, why is it called the visitor?
Okay, so actually, we are going to talk about people who are like visitors in our lives. You know, they just come
Sounds
and
a bit
go.
harsh, but okay.
Yes.
So that is our topic for today.
It can
Yeah,
be.
yeah, it is.
Yes.
It's hard. But have you ever experienced something like that? Like you've met people that you think are your clique, and then they just, there just came a time that you grew tired of each other, or you became distant with each other,
Wait, is
and
that
then
question for me?
everything just disappeared.
Yeah, actually, it happened quite a lot
Yeah,
Yes,
during
of
sorry, I
course.
forgot
my
to mention
time
your name.
here in Manila and also in Tarlac. But it also happened to me just recently on a romantic aspect. But when it comes to other aspects, like let's say for friendships, even for families, it really does happen and it can be painful most of the time. But there's nothing that you can really do about it, honestly.
Yeah, actually, that's true. Because as you get older, right, you
Yes.
tend to make smaller relationships, or like smaller circles, if I may call it.
Because it changes
Yeah.
your like view about the word relationship.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But for the both of you, whoever wants to answer, could you compare your perception of friendship or relationship back when you were younger, and then your perception of those now?
This question I really like because when I was younger, or to be specific, somewhere around my high school or college days, my view of the word friendship is somehow very naive. To the point that I actually call everyone quote unquote best, and that would immediately means that I'm close to them or we had this some sort of connection when in reality we barely know each other. We just see each other every day and that's about it. But when it comes to the present time, the word friendship kind of, embodies how you should truly care or form a relationship with another person, may it be romantic or just on a friendship level. Because for the most part, or the way I see it, how people do it nowadays, they kind of abuse the word friendship. So when they say, ah, do you know him? Yeah, he's my friend. When in reality, he's not really your friendship. He's just someone that you know.
An acquaintance.
Yeah, an acquaintance. Now, in this note, it kind of gives them a different impression, or it leaves a rather broad impression to that person, thinking, oh, he said I'm his friend. Oh, so should we be close? Should I know things about him? Or is it like friendship, just knowing each other, not knowing um, each other's personal preferences, or on a deeper level? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't like it when people abuse the word friendship.
Oh, it seems like it's from like a very deep, you know, reason.
Yes, uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay, yes. So I agree with you because when I was young, I think of friendship like that way as well. You know, if you have many friends, it's like, yeah, party party. Yeah. So I feel like I'm such a good person because I have so many friends like that.
The more the merrier.
Yeah.
I can attest to that.
Yes, a
No, but
test.
really, when I was like around high school or college student, I also call a lot of people as my friend, even though they're just my classmate or someone that I met while drinking or something.
Mm,
So, but now I realize that not everyone is like worth calling a friend.
Mm-hmm.
exactly. Actually, even ones that you've made a relationship with or sort of had a bond with, sometimes they can't be even worthy of being called a friend.
Yeah.
That's true. Because in my experience, I really
Yes,
loved the notion of having a
exactly.
lot of friends, or
Mm-mm.
should I say, having a lot of acquaintances. You know, it kind of gives you this famous kind of feeling, thinking you're an artist or an actor of some sort. So when you go past the hallway, everyone's going to be like, oh, that's him. Oh, it's Henry. Hi, Henry. Nice to meet you. How are you today? But in reality, you can't really call those people when you're problematic, when you're crying, when you're in your darkest days. You're not really going to message them and say, are you available? And can you spare some time for me because I'm feeling a little bit down for myself? And they be like, yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm kind of busy right now. Or sometimes they won't even respond at all. And that, my friend, is a response in
That's
itself.
actually true. I actually agree with both of you, like in in most ways, because like also I think we all have like everyone in their younger years have this same perception of what friendship is.
Mm.
It's like the more the merrier.
Yeah, the more the merrier. I suppose everyone else has their naive side.
Yes.
Yeah, because like in high school, the more people you know in each section, the better your high school
Mm-mm.
life is, because you know it shows you have lesser enemies or lesser people that hate
Mm-hmm.
you, right? But
Yeah.
if you're going to look at it now, how many of those people that you knew back then do you speak to now?
No one.
I
And how
barely
many?
remember any of
Yeah,
them.
yeah, and how many of those people that you have known, maybe not in high school, but in other maybe aspects of your life, how many of those people that you knew, that you called friends, do you get to talk to? How much do you know them? Is it just like in a name basis that you know them? Those you cannot really call your friends. Yeah. For them, it's just like, oh, that you know them because the only memory that's stuck in your head with them is their name and the time that you met, and maybe just some things that you did together.
Mm, it's more of a one-time thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes. But there were like these few people that really stuck to your head and did something that stuck with you. And those few people are the ones that you really bonded with. Those groups, that group, perhaps you can consider your friends. I mean, I'm not disregarding the people that we met and had a good relationship with back then. But if you're going to put it in a friendly perspective, like to call them friends, there will be only few that you have in
Yeah,
mind,
it's
right?
something that you need to maintain for it to, grow. Yeah, because I've known a lot of people in my life. Some of them I considered my friends, most of them
Yeah.
I didn't. But
Mm,
some point in my life, things take a turn where those people that you kind of ignored
yeah.
back then became your friends now, and the ones who were close to you before aren't close to you anymore. So it kind of depends on how you try to nurture the kind of relationship you have with them. And it also depends on the time and distance. This is only my
Yeah.
opinion. It works on any other kind of friendships. But because, for one example, I've been friends with, well, the both of you. And since the pandemic happened, we never really saw
Yeah.
each other face to face. Well, we only managed to, yeah, I think once, but for the other one, I doubt
Mm-hmm.
it. But regardless, nothing ever changed with our friendship, didn't it?
Yeah, I think we saw each
We
other
barely
once.
talked. I mean, there are people that I rarely talk to, and then there's you. So that's a whole lot of difference to me. And yet, whenever I talk to you,
Yeah.
it only feels like the last time I talked to you was
Mm.
yesterday. So I don't think time really does, well, time has an effect on the kind of friendship you have, but not that much because it still depends on
Yeah.
the willingness of one another to actually make that friendship work, right? Mm.
Because the fact that we stuck like this strong together, even though we barely see each other, is that we were really friends because in a way we understood each other,
Mm.
we knew each
True.
Mm-hmm.
other, and with that aspect, that actually helped maybe maintain the friendship that we actually have and make it grow.
Yes. And because for what I remember, um it doesn't matter like on what kind of situation you were on, like you were in, I mean. So for example, there are people that we were together with through our happy times. There are friends that we are together with through our happy times, and there are also
Mm.
friends who are with us through our darkest times. So usually we remember the people who were with us through our darkest times the most.
Mm.
Mm.
Be-
Yeah.
because they are the people who we relied on.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Jayu on that one. There are just certain people that
Mm-hmm.
we seldom see, like on our darkest. We can easily see them, like, or we can easily feel their presence when we're happy. But sometimes when we need someone to talk to, it's very difficult to like consider which one to actually call because
Mhm.
you
Mm.
barely know each other. Actually, if you're going to be honest with yourself, you barely know each other. Oh, I just know this person because we have lunch together, but how about on a deeper level? Where's your relationship at?
Yeah,
Mm.
it's very
True.
different.
Actually, so it's kind of agreeable what she said right there. Mm,
With your statement, I kind of feel like everyone starts at that point where there's this one moment that you're going to meet someone on a certain time of the day with a certain situation, and you kind of start from there. It
yeah.
only matters if you'll actually move forward with what you started, or you'll just,
Mm,
stay there.
yeah. Because the
Yes.
relationship is like a two-way communication or interaction thing. If you're the only
Mm,
one making it work, I guess it's not worth the try.
true.
We all had one thing in common, right? We all had the more the
Yes.
merrier concept in our mind back when we were
Yep.
younger.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hmm.
but now, are you more of the more the merrier or the lesser the better?
I'm on the lesser the better now.
How come?
Me too.
I mean, because, we're all young adults now and we've had
Yeah.
our different set of priorities now. And it all falls down to actually dividing the 24 hours that you have in a day to working, managing what you need to do, even doing
Mm,
groceries, laundry, all that personal basic stuff. And catching up with friends has now become an option rather than a priority. And
yeah.
for some people, this is somehow problematic since they always think like their so-called friends now don't have the time for them or to talk to them or somehow catch up to them when really this person is just too busy, focusing on things that actually matter for no not just for the future but for the present time itself. And it's something that
Exactly.
should be understandable for the most part but is completely misunderstood by a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Actually, that is true.
Well, when I heard him say that we are young adults now, I was like, I think
Oh yeah, not you.
Bora and I are both not young adults. We're
Excuse
completely
me,
adults.
Henry.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
You're the only one who is the young adult here. Oh,
Oh
excuse
yeah,
me.
well, there you go.
Yes, we're very
We've
sorry.
passed that level.
But yeah, I actually agree with that because I've experienced it myself. Like
Mm.
I have this friend of mine. Actually, she was my best friend. And then she
Ah.
started telling other people that I've changed because of not replying on a message.
Why do I feel like I know her?
Of course, because I already rant many times about her.
Yeah.
Well, I cannot explain myself to her because it's not worth explaining.
Mm. Yeah,
So
I
instead of
understand.
reaching out to her, she has decided to, instead of asking me directly, she has decided to just tell our classmates that, oh, have you heard that Jai you have changed like that? That has changed, or she ignores me nowadays like that. She
Yeah.
doesn't reply anymore. So I'm like, why would I change in the first place?
Yeah.
It's just that I have work.
It's like you have responsibilities.
Exactly. And the only free time I have is the time I spend with you guys. Because you're the
Yeah.
people who were with me when I was so down. And she was
Mm.
never with me when I was down.
True.
For years we've been friends, but she was just there when I was very happy. But she was never there when I was crying. So,
Hmm.
That's actually very understandable. Like, how can I add to that? Because there are just really some people who would, um, they only want you because you give them a good time. There are
mhm.
some people who
Hmm.
are actually like that. But when it comes to like a deeper perspective in life, sometimes they just
Mhm.
like, oh, that's not important, something like that.
The reality is that, some of these so-called friends of ours, they kind of have this feeling of anger or disappointment whenever we in their own mind fail to catch up to them or somehow update them with what's happening in our lives
Yes.
when friendship is just how sad as it can get. Friendship
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
is something that you need to maintain, and it's something that matters not only when it's convenient for you and to her but when also things are going downhill.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, most of them are actually, just superficial with the notion of having a friend when they kind of have this feeling of disappointment when in their mind they're thinking like this: I'm going to talk to her because I know she understands me more than everyone else. I'm going to
Yeah.
talk to her because she's on the top of my list of people whom I trust and whom would
Yeah.
understand me. But that kind of reasoning fails to show when this friend does not deliver the same level of energy as friend number
Mm.
one is expecting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And then they
actually
talk trash about you to other friends. There you go.
yeah.
Yes. Party, party.
That is actually
Mm,
true cuz like, in my perspective of a mature relationship is that when you're in a mature relationship, you understand each other more. That you have responsibilities, that you cannot be there 24/7,
Mm-mm.
or like if that person needs someone to talk to, um for example, my friend needs me, She knows I will message even though it's late. A mature relationship is not being with that person like 24 hours a day. It's just simply understanding that
Mm-mm.
people have responsibilities and that you can make time for each other but not on your own terms. It's understanding each other's,
Mm.
timing and schedule. Because
Mm-mm.
have you experienced like this pandemic? You've lost contact or you've cut ties with some people.
A lot, a
Yes.
lot.
Wow, the agreement there is like really strong. Okay, go. Just share
Of
what you have
Actually,
in
course.
mind
there's
in
two
that.
kinds. Well, as I said, there are two kinds actually that happened during the pandemic. Number one, I lost most of my contacts. And number two, I purposely removed them.
Oh
Oh,
my.
that's a gutsy move. Yeah,
Okay.
There you go. That's a very gutsy move, but a very mature one.
yeah,
Actually, I
it
did the
is.
same thing.
Same.
Yes, and to name a few, no, I'm just messing.
Okay, no name dropping.
No, I'm just messing.
I
He's
got
suddenly like naming
nervous.
people. Like, chill, chill, right there.
No, but seriously though, it truly happened to me where I lost contact of most of who I know are friends with me, and I
Mm-mm.
purposely removed some of them because the pandemic is really already toxic in itself. So
Mm,
Mm-mm.
having those kind of people in my life just made it even worse. So I don't
Mm-mm.
see the point anymore to have them stay in my life when they're not doing anything to, benefit me in any way. In fact, they're
yeah,
just making it worse for me.
Yeah,
that's true.
exactly. They're just
There was this
adding
even one
stress.
time, can I just share this one? There was
Go.
this one time that I actually messaged someone again for the first time. So,
Mm-mm.
just a little bit of history. I never really messaged this person prior to pandemic because, well, he's busy and I'm busy. There's no reason for us to catch up. But if I had the
Mm,
opportunity, I would.
mm,
And so I tried to message him and, just tried to catch up with him. Like, how are you? How are you holding up? Is your family okay? Are you safe? Where are you now? Do you still have work? It's just me being a concerned friend that I am.
Mm.
And
yeah,
this is the perfect time for me to check up on him because, everyone needs a friend right now.
Mm-hmm.
And
exactly.
then what he told me was that, wow, you're really messaging now when I was expecting a message from you before. Like
Oh.
what message are you expecting anyways? I mean, I can't really guess if you're problematic. I can't really guess what's happening with you if you're
Mm,
not giving me a hint or you're not messaging me at all.
yeah,
Because if you tried to reach me out, then I would have known. I would have checked up on you. But
yeah.
you know, if it's not your priority to message me, that it ain't my priority too. And then he
Mm.
said, well, as I should have known, you only think of me as a friend because it's convenient for you. And I
Mm.
was like, mm,
Whoa.
look, honey, there's 24 hours in a day, and I am a working independent woman. I work for a living, and I talk to my friends to heal them, not for roofs over my head.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
gosh.
true.
Mic
And then I
drop.
blocked him. Beautiful.
Yeah, no, because
Because
there are
it's true.
really
I
some
find it
people who are
very
like that.
offensive.
Yeah, no, because there are some people who
Mm.
really, we understand we have like this need to be with we have this need to talk to someone as much as possible, but we also have to
Mm.
understand
Mm,
that not everybody is available. Everybody has responsibilities, especially people are growing as adults,
Yeah. And
right?
we're not a
and you
sidekick.
don't have to be rude about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
What is
mean,
it? Are
well,
you?
that's when I decided, you know what? We ain't doing this today. You are leaving.
Yeah.
You are leaving.
Yeah, it's kind of
Because you're,
painful still on my part because I treated him truly and genuinely as a friend. So seeing him go purposely left a
Mm-mm.
scar and deep in my heart. Like
Mm-mm.
I
mm,
remember all of the memories that we had. Suddenly there are a lot of flashbacks happening in my head. But then again, I tried to instill in my mind that, sometimes people come to your life not to love you, but to show you how to love yourself.
mm,
Ooh, yes.
And that's what he did
get
apparently.
get
But at
that.
least it taught you a lesson.
Mm,
Of course.
And
Oh my.
there are some people still that don't but the circles that I have now, I love them because they understand, especially now, during this pandemic, everything is super limited. Not only are you
Mm-hmm.
working,
Mm, true.
but you're very limited to the people that you meet because of course, hello, there's a virus going around.
Mm-hmm.
True.
And I'm very thankful for the friends that I have because they understand my limitations, especially that I'm quite scared of, you know, getting whatever virus is out there because we've already got it as a family and we don't want to go through it again.
Mm-hmm.
So, I so love the friends that I have now, the friends that I kept because they understand where I'm coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, true. And that includes us.
Yeah, you know.
And
Yes.
funny thing is, actually, I consider my group of friends now what I call the NCR plus bubble.
Well,
Why? Why?
Do you know why? Well, first
yeah,
of
I
all,
think I
there are
get it
some,
somehow.
you get the point, right? But just to elaborate to our listeners, so in some cases, since I work in Manila now and I've left some of my friends in the province, there are certain cases that actually for the most part I never really speak to them in a day, but
Mm.
how come I can do that to some of my friends who I meet every day here in Manila? Now, is there a difference in the way I treat them? No, I treat them just the same. Is there a difference with the bond that we share or the relationship that we have? No, because at some point there are different kinds of behavior that your friends in Tarlac may have that some of your friends in Manila don't, but they work for you either way. So
Yeah.
this is the kind of thing that I always tell some of my friends. It doesn't matter if you're in another province, in another city, or in another country or planet, so to speak. As long as you stay true to yourself and you are as genuine as you claim to be, then we won't have any problems at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, simple as that.
Yeah.
As simple as that. I don't understand why people try to complicate things.
And actually,
Mm.
I'm very thankful for all the friends that I have. I mean, real friends, because as you know, I'm not into chatting anymore.
Yeah, that is true.
Yes. Because
I
when
can
I was
attest to that.
sorry,
Sorry, I just
because when
snorted. I'm
I was
sorry.
younger, maybe around high school, I love texting. Really, like 24 hours, I can text with you. But when I started working, I didn't feel the need of chatting every day.
True.
I started
Because she
to
had
like,
no load.
no,
I'm sorry, my bad.
how dare you? No, that's not the point. I mean, no, there's Messenger. I have internet though.
Yes.
Yes. It's just that I don't reply, right? You know that.
Yeah,
You chat me, I'll
everyone
reply
knows
after
that.
2 days. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I always, show up online to show that I'm still alive. It's just that I'm
Yeah.
not replying because I'm not replying.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, you have your own thing to do.
Yeah.
Yes. So
She
if
replies
you
though, but
contact
she's late
me,
most of the time. But that I understand why.
yeah,
I'm not sure if it's late or lazy, but you can choose.
both,
Both,
Either
which
way,
is
I
both.
okay.
also
Yes.
understand.
I'll be honest. But if you call me and then I'm available, I answer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, and if you tell me that you need me, I'll make myself available.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
I
usually,
can
if you
attest to
contact
that.
me, I know. Yeah. I know what kind of conversation we're going to have. So, I'm like, oh, okay, not today. I cannot laugh today. I'm not in the mood. So, those are the reasons why sometimes I don't answer.
Yeah.
And actually, some of our conversations now are just, random ones. Just the other day, I called her. She's teaching me how to properly boil soup.
Actually, yes.
She was
Oh
guiding me
my
every
god.
step of the way and even getting angry on top of it. She was like, nah, y'all ain't going to use hot water. You use cold water. What the hell are you doing? You stir them slowly. And I'm like, I'm sorry, chef.
I even taught him how to cook rice without rice cooker.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that one.
Oh my god. But that's actually a very good thing because, like, it's something you don't have to talk about anything. You just have to, like, go and make yourselves crazy. You don't have to really have a purpose for
Yeah.
calling. It's relaxing.
That
One
was
time
a
he
very honest conversation because as soon as she answered it and she said hello, the words that came out from my mouth was, "Girl, do you know how to cook rice without a rice cooker?"
and he called me though.
Yeah.
One time he just randomly like called me. I just woke up, was like
Oh,
ready to like prepare myself for work.
Wait, I remember this one.
I
And
saw that.
my room was like so dark and I can't show my face because I just woke up. He called me just to tell me that he got a man.
I literally told her, "Hi, good morning. Did you just woke up?" "Yeah, why? Is there a problem?" "Not much, but here you go. I have a man. Good night. Bye."
That freak just called me, and then one time he just. I think you received that too, didn't you? The video that
Of
he had for
course.
his lover, and like,
I don't need you to remind me, but okay.
why am I
Yes.
watching this in the
Say
morning again as a
goodbye.
single person? You sending this to us right now?
Too
That's
early,
Well,
too early.
too early.
it's like yeah. The first he
Ah.
said, "What? So what do you think?" First of all, I'm pissed.
Second of all, you're rude.
She was so honest there.
First of all, I'm pissed. And, this kind of honesty between friends is like kind of healthy, because you're not holding back
Hmm.
anything.
Yes.
Like even though
You
we
don't need to
fight
She
now, we're
was
pretend.
gonna
like,
make up right after.
she was like, "Oh, so we're going to do this today? We're going to bring rudeness into my front door?"
It's like, let's do it.
I ain't
Let's
holding
get it
back, you
on.
know.
I'm ready anytime you say so.
Oh
This
my
Now, can
conversation is
you
getting
say that you
weirder.
can do the same thing to, I mean, can you say that you can do the same thing to your so-called quote unquote friends?
That's that. Mm,
Never. I've never done that.
yeah,
Yeah, it feels weird. I hate it when I kind of message someone with that spontaneous energy, with that excitement, and just to tell it a gossip of some sort, and they're going to respond with just ah, oh, okay, I see. Like, hello, are you there? Are you alive? Do you need medicine? Do you need medical attention?
yeah,
Let me send you an ambulance.
So yeah, so whenever you get that kind of treatment, it kind of feels sad and weird at the same time to do it again
mm,
because you're expecting that you might get the same reply again, and it just gives you this draining energy, and then you're just going to have a bad mood after.
yeah.
But yeah.
That is.
Yeah, not like when I send a video and then one will say, first of all, it's too early in the morning. Second of all, you're rude.
Well,
What I said
that
that time
honesty is
was like,
better.
can I take a shower first?
And then I said, nah, girl, you have more than time to do that.
Oh my god.
Shower ain't good right now.
The
You have to watch this thing.
disrespect.
The disrespect. And then she said, no, because my laptop isn't open yet. Girl, your phone would do.
And I'm in the toilet and the
And
Wi-Fi in
she's
the
in the
toilet is not
toilet
working.
and the Wi-Fi sucks. And then I told her, you know what? Get out of there.
Watch this now.
Very inconsiderate.
And now when I open my Google Drive, the freaking video is just right there. I'm like, why is this video here?
You know what? It's about time you deleted that one because it doesn't matter anymore.
I'm
It's
too
already
lazy to
deleted.
click delete. I'm sorry.
All right. So thank you so much for sharing your opinion, Henry, and thank you for guesting in our show, like a very sudden invitation.
Yeah.
A late night invitation, no problem. I got you.
Thank you
Yes,
for
thank you.
sacrificing your
And
bebe
maybe
time.
next time, of
No, I
course.
will not sacrifice my bebe time.
Okay, let's
Asa.
extend this more conversation. I think it didn't record.
No, y'all are rude.
Sorry. Okay, and thank you so much for listening to us tonight, today,
Yes.
and whatever time you're listening this. And I hope you will join us again on our next episode. And that is all for tonight. I hope to hear from you from our social media.
Yeah.
Thank
Don't forget to leave
you.
comments though. Thank
Bye.
you.
Proverbs chapter 18, verse 24. One who has unreliable friends soon comes to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. And that's all the time that we have for today. We hope you learned something from our discussion. Don't worry though, this ain't the end. Follow us on Spotify, Soundcloud, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook for more. And make sure to click like, follow, and subscribe.
New episodes are out every Saturday, 3 p.m. Philippine Standard Time, so be sure to turn on your notifications to keep you updated. Let's now climb back down and see each other again. Same tree, same place, same people. Bora
And Jayu.
See y'all real soon. Keep safe and God bless.